Okay. Yes. Hello, my friends. Greetings from Kampala, Uganda. And I can see some of us already live. We are going to be starting very soon. Yes, good morning from Cebu, Martinez. Pleasure. Denver from Kuwait. I'm seeing you. Cheers to you. Thank you, Jane. I'm seeing you. Thank you for being part of our live streaming or live training today. All the way from Marine. Okay. Thank you from Morocco, from Hong Kong. Thank you for the comments. Hi, good morning. Yes, Janice, pleasure meeting you. And Zai Kwena. I hope I can pronounce the names very well. Okay, and I can see Kim Simon from Philippines. Okay, my friend Sasha Vania Ramos, pleasure. And in just 5 minutes, we shall be beginning. Let us just wait for our friends to keep on coming. Okay. And yes, hi MJ, hi. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Nancy. Thursday, thank you. Ricky from Philippines. Okay. Thank you for guiding me, my very good friend, Thursday Moraes. And Annalisa, pleasure, meeting you. And thank you for being part of our live stream today. Okay. Or from Saudi Arabia, pleasure meeting you. And of course, or from Mwanza, we are having a Cecilia from Mwanza here in Africa. I can see Raymond Devo from Nigeria. Okay. And of course, several people watching from different parts of the world, especially from the Philippines. Thank you, my dear friends. Okay. Oh, from Saudi Arabia. Send my greetings from Saudi Arabia. Okay. Lin, pleasure meeting you from Oman. Richard David, pleasure meeting you. And of course, Emmanuel Avisalo plus Marina from South Africa, pleasure meeting you. Okay. And of course, from Cebu, pleasure meeting you. Oscar Nyejema from Kampala. Thank you, my leader. Then Charlie Ripo from, pleasure meeting you. Then Rima. Then, of course, we have Lini. We have Mary Ann from, I didn't get a city quite well. Oh, from Namibia. We have leaders from Namibia. Leaders from Uganda are also part of this. Okay. Okay, thank you, Sasha, for this. Thank you. Okay, all the way from, we have Maggie. Maggie must be from the Philippines too. Cecilia, pleasure meeting you. Watching from Dubai, pleasure meeting you. Then we have Sheila May. We have Loja Monge. We have Angela. And of course, the rest of the leaders. So we are going to have a very wonderful training. And I know that you are going to learn a lot today. So as we wait for more people to join us, we shall I'll keep on welcoming people. Helen Helen, I will just leave it at that. Then Timothy Harkins from Manila, pleasure. Okay, oh, my brother Joseph, Thank you for being part of this. And of course, we have Amy Angos. Pleasure from meeting you. And other from Qatar, Melissa from Qatar. Excited to meet you today. I already did a training with one of the top leaders in Qatar, so I hope that you are part of that training. We have, okay, congratulations. We have Kagwa, must be from Uganda. We have Labajo. Is it from Nigeria? Oh, Labajo is from Philippines, but it's also a name for Africa here. Venus, Marie, pleasure meeting you. And of course, we have Edna. And then from Italy. Oh, send my greetings from Italy to Italy. Pleasure, Rico. Thank you, thank you. And of course, from Abu Dhabi, Zambogad. I hope I got the name right. Lane from Oman. Wow, okay, then from Qatar, send my greetings to all the international workers in Qatar. Okay, Eliza, pleasure meeting you. Then Angela, really happy to be meeting you today. Then from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, you didn't get the name, but send my greetings. All the way from Ghana, Timothy, Ghana, Africa, Africa, pleasure meeting you. Then Janice, once again, Odessa from Cebu. I am told Cebu is a very beautiful city. I wish to visit Cebu soon. Janet from Kuwait, seeing you. Thank you, my friends who are sending love and, you know, likes. I'm really, really excited. Watching from Makati, Philippines. I've not been to Makati, but send my greetings there. And then, of course, from Lesotho, Lonia from Lesotho, pleasure. That is, then from Japan, Asu Akami. Japanese have names that sound like African names. So it's easier for me to read Japanese names. But I send you my greetings, my brother. Then Isaac Johnson, must be from Africa. Linda Abundo from Jordan, pleasure meeting you. And of course, John Gloria from Philippines. And then, of course, Angela, Sherry, happy to meet you. Today, we are going to have really, really a very good training. I hope that you are enjoying lockdown in some of the countries. But most importantly, we are going to learn how, through empowered consumerism, we have been able to adapt to the situations and how we are growing. Oh, Mr. Neolimpin, thank you. And I miss you, my brother, too. I really miss being with you, Vice President Neolimpin. I'm so excited. Isaac Johnson, pleasure meeting you. Then Alma Antonio, pleasure. I'm really, really, really very, very excited. Then there's Venus. Oh, and then, oh, Venus from Zambia. Oh, you have a team in Zambia. Thank you, team leader, for growing Zambia. And I'm really excited what the leaders are doing in Zambia, including, of course, Paul, together with Louis Gascon. I think they are doing a very good job in Zambia. They have one of the biggest teams in Zambia, Renanas, pleasure. So, and I think Louis and Paul and the rest of the leaders who are doing a big business in Zambia, I'm sure that Upline Joseph will be able to, at one point, ask them to share with us how they are doing it in Zambia. But they are really doing a very good job in Zambia. Okay, then we have all the way from Kuwait, Osman. Then there's Abela from Makina. Wow, those are. Oh, then from Mount Province. I've not been there, but I didn't get the name well. Then there's Kala, pleasure, pleasure. There's Fanny. I'm really excited. When Thaza tells me to begin, I'll begin. So, but I'm sure that our 5-minute window is soon starting, and I'll be ready. Oh, all the way from Namibia, pleasure. I'm really, really, really excited to be meeting you. Okay, you African prospects. Yes, Please, I hope you have some African prospects here. And I'll also be teaching you how you can do business here in Africa. All the way from Gambia. Thank you, my brother from Gambia. That is in Africa. From Mega Family. Then, of course, we love Please Inspire Us. Okay, watching from Dubai. I hope I'll be able to inspire you. And then, of course, okay, and the many other people. So I think we shall have more people joining us soon. And if you don't mind, I'll begin my training today. I want first of all begin by thanking my brother Joseph Lim. Joseph Lim is arguably the most successful distributor of empowered consumerism. Joseph has been a very strong pillar for me. I remember when I began the business 5 years ago, Joseph had, there's that picture of Joseph when he, that used to be on our billboards, and I used to wish to one day, meet Joseph Lim. And of course, we had several stories about Joseph. We used to look at his cars. We used to really, admire the kind of man he is. And of course, several of our international trainers from the Philippines, they used to share with us what Joseph is doing. And really, Joseph, I really appreciate you, Mr. Joseph Lim. My dear friends, every day I work very hard to reach a level that leaders like Joseph Lim have reached, not only in empowered consumerism, but in the industry. These are people who are moving the industry. Because when you look at the influence that Joseph has had for us in the network marketing fraternity, how he has represented us on several platforms, you really are able to really be so inspired to be like a man like Joseph. But most importantly, what inspires me is the fact that even with all his success, Joseph keeps on working very hard. I remember during one of my trips in the Philippines, I was able to share a cup of coffee with Joseph, together with Carol Beneventura. I got really a lot of inspiration because this is a man who is no longer just looking for money, but looking at how he can be able to impact people. Joseph, we really appreciate you. Thank you for being the kind of man you are. Thank you for inspiring the whole world. Thank you for lifting the flag of empowered consumerism all over the world. And I'm so sure that all of us as distributors all over the world, we work very hard every day to just be the kind of person that you have been able to be. You are the true representative of Dr. Ed's vision. I also want to thank in a very special way my dear friend Thaza, who Joseph gave her to me to keep on guiding me, and she's really done a very good job reminding me, making sure the topics are done. I think Thaza Moreas, I really appreciate you, and you are such a great asset to the JLIM project. And also want to really congratulate all the leaders who are being mentored by the most successful networker that I know, Mr. Joseph Lim, in the empowered consumerism. I really congratulate you. Please keep on learning. You are so lucky that you are learning from the very best. Don't take it for granted. Let us make sure that we shake the world with this wonderful opportunity of empowered consumerism. Now, just to begin, my dear friends, my name is Elias Muhozi, and today I'm happily married. I'm a statistician by profession also, and of course I come from Uganda, Africa. I've been with this company of Alliance Motion Global now for the last 5 years. I've been with them for the last 5 years, and it's been really amazing. Empowered consumerism found me at a very desperate point of my life. I remember when my friend first called me to look at this opportunity of how I can be able to make my own life using empowered consumerism. I was at a very desperate point of my life. And when we say that empowered consumerism turns ordinary people into extraordinary millionaires, maybe they mean people like me. Because when I began 5 years ago, I'd been out of university, and for 3 years, I did not have a job. So I was surviving on commission as a sales agent at one of the insurance companies. and I was earning little money, less than $100. And you know very well that $100 is not very enough to pay house rent. $100 is not even enough to buy meals, to even transport me. So empowered consumerism found me at a very, 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 very desperate point. And I want to tell you, my friends, when we say it is possible, when we say that empowered consumerism really has come to turn ordinary people, to give us hope, this is what I mean. Because I remember when I first saw the presentation, I was so inspired by how people were making a living, teachers, doctors, students, educated people, non-educated people. This is an opportunity which was cutting across so many generations. And I was so inspired. But the challenge is I did not have the money to get started. Because remember, I was only making about $100. And for me to register, I needed about $200 to register, which was really 2 months' salary for me. But most importantly, I didn't have any savings. I remember, I normally tell people that when I began, I did not even have dreams. How can I have dreams when I have needs? I wanted food, I wanted better clothes, I wanted shoes, I wanted to pay my rent for my house rent. I hope you call it house rent in the Philippines. So I was at a very, very desperate point of my life. So I want to say that I didn't have dreams at all. It was really at a very desperate point of my life when I joined empowered consumerism during that time. And I remember after seeing the presentation, that night I did not sleep, because what I saw other people achieving, I saw myself in that picture. That's why I want to encourage you, my dear friends, that it's very good for us to be inspired by people who have made it big in our business of the EC business. It's good to be inspired, but I want you to understand that there's nothing that they have been able to achieve that you cannot achieve. Everything that Joseph Lim has achieved, that people like Mylene Ebdan have achieved, people like Carol Benevitor have achieved, people like top leaders like Louis Gascon and Paul have been able to achieve, and many of the leaders, you too can be able to do what? To achieve it. I want you, yes, you are not yet there, but you can be able to achieve it. So for me, I saw myself in that picture that if they can do it, I can do it. And let me tell you, my friends, your success in empowered consumerism business is going to begin when you believe that Dr. Ed's vision has worked for people like Joseph Lim. It has worked for people like me. It can work for you once you believe that, and know that there's nothing special that the rest of the leaders who have made it know that you don't know. Then you're going to begin to become successful, believing in yourself. So I saw these people as if I saw them in my own picture. I said, if they can do it, I can be able to do it. So I remember I called several people to lend me bits and bits of the money so that I can put money for one global package for me to get started. And I remember part of the money I borrowed was from my mother, and then she lent me the money, and that is how I got started with this wonderful opportunity of empowered consumerism. They say the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. For me, that was the very first step. So I remember after paying the global package, I was now ready to become a millionaire. And I remember in my very first week, I thought people were going to join me very fast. In my first week, I talked to so many people, no one joined me. In my second week, I talked to so many people, no one joined me. In my third week, no one joined me. For one whole month, no one was joining me. At one point, I almost gave up. And let me tell you, my friends, every top leader, talk to them, they'll tell you. Ask Joseph, he'll tell you. Every top leader has had that one point where they almost gave up. And that is why when you are to look at the magazine, I think Dr. Ed, in one of the presentation guides, he says that even on the day that you want to quit, on the day that you want to give up, It is part of your success story. Always remember that there, but never ever give up. So I remember I wasn't very fast. So I got my first person to join me after 1 month and a half. Today, as you know, I'll share with you, I'm the top distributor here in Uganda, now 4 times in a row. I'm also Africa's top distributor as per the last recognition. But it took me 1 month and a half. So I want you to get my first person. It took me time for me to be able to get people joining me. It took me time for me to learn some of these things. So I want to talk to my dear friend in any part of the world. You are in empowered consumerism, but things don't seem to be working. Maybe people are not joining you. Maybe you're talking to people online and you don't seem to crack the code. Don't you worry. That is part of your success story. For me, because I saw it happen to me. So I thank God that I didn't give up. So after 1 month and a half, I got my first person to get started, and I kept on pushing. And I remember after getting that person getting started, we also brought in other people slowly by slowly. And I remember by my 5th month, I had business growing. But unfortunately, it was one line. How many of us have one line? I know some of us have one line. You find that you have one line moving, another line is not moving. It is okay. It is okay. It happened to me. For a very long time, I had 2 people on one of my legs. Just 2 people. For 5 months, 2 people on one line. And then over 300 people on another line. So I was not making pairs. But I believed in God, and I knew that if one line can grow, then it just takes a matter of time for another line to do what? To grow. So I want you to understand that when you look at some of the people who have been able to achieve big achievements, once you really talk to them, they've also had their own struggles. So some of us who are still really new in our business, I want you to really understand that those of us who are still new in business, I want you to understand that probably sometimes the same challenges, the same struggles you're going through, we have gone through them. I had one line. It took me 1 month and a half to get my first person. I almost gave up, but I said, I have a dream. I knew that if I don't build my empowered consumerism business, what other options do I have? Am I going to go back to the street, look for a job? So I was in. I want you to be part of an amazing business with the attitude that you are there 100%. You are there in good time. You are there in bad time. You are there when the business is working out. You are there when the business is not working out. Just decide to be in 100%. Okay, so thank you. I can see greetings coming on, and I cannot read all of them, but please keep them running. I've seen my very good friend Paul. Please, thank you, Paul, for the greetings, and thank you for the great work you're doing in Zambia. You are such a very great leader. I'm really so proud about what you're doing in Zambia and many of the African markets, together with your fiancé, Louis. So, one of the things that I want to really share with you, my dear friends, is to believe in yourself. Because for 5 months, when I was building my EC business, my first 5 months, I didn't make money. Honestly, I didn't make money. I only made 2 pairs. I can't convert to the currencies. I only made 2 pairs and 2 direct referral bonus. So which was probably less than $100. That was my first 5 months. Now, you don't have to take long like me. But if by maybe bad luck, whatever it is, you take long, don't think there's anything wrong with you. Are we together? Because some of the records that you don't break, your downlines are going to break them. For example, it took me long to get my first person. But there are some of my leaders like Jimmy Chaine. Some of you know Jimmy Chaine. He was in Dubai recently. And what I did not do, my downlines have been able to do it. Because in his first 3 months, he was able to make $10,000. Yet for me, in the first 3 months, I made 0. Are we together? There are people like who joined the business, and within their first week, they have a team of 100 people. For me, it took me a longer time. So when you feel that you have not achieved some things, just know that maybe God is training you is preparing you for bigger success. Maybe God is saying that some of the things you have not been able to do, your downlines are going to be able to do them. And I'm sure all of us want someone who joins the business and they have a very, very big team. So I want you to believe in yourself. The other thing I want you to teach you is the learning curve. Every business has a learning curve. There's going to be that time we are going to learn. So during the time when you're in the learning curve, you may make money, you may make payers, you may have people joining you, which is okay. But then also in the learning curve, it is possible that your business is slower. I want you to understand that the learning curve is real. And during this learning curve, you just need to train a lot. You need to be with the mentors so much of your time. But most importantly, don't think there's anything wrong with you. I had a very big learning curve. I'm sure that people in different business, in the real estate industry, in the retail business, in the e-commerce business, all of them have to go through a learning curve. There is a time we are going to learn. Are we together? There are times when you're going to do things in the wrong way. There are times when you're going to do things in the right way. So I don't want you to imagine you're going to join empowered consumerism and then within a very short time, you quickly become successful. No. Don't think you're going to drive the kind of cars that the top leaders are driving. People like Joseph and Louis and several of the top leaders, they are like Thaza, they are driving. Don't think you can drive that within a very short period of time. Everyone has a learning curve. I'm so sure that through the sharings of your top leaders, they have been sharing with you, they have had a learning what? Curve. So for me, most of my first year in the business was a learning curve for me. I was learning. So first of all, I want to really encourage us to be part of training, to treat training as a key thing. Each time there's training online, of course, or even offline, make sure you don't miss that. Make sure you don't miss that. The learning curve is very, very important. So, so when I saw this business 5 years ago, one of the things that really attracted to me, why did I believe in a Philippine-based company? Because there are many companies that keep on coming here in Africa. But why did AIM Global strike me? Especially here in Africa, and of course in the Philippines, but particularly I'll talk about Africa. Why did I feel that empowered consumerism is the right business for us? Number one, when I looked at the profile of our board of directors, Dr. Ed Kabatong and his partners, and of course I looked at the vice presidents. These were people with a big experience of network marketing, and I knew that what these people were doing, they were doing a business which they were, of course, they knew what they were talking about. So the experience for me struck me, because these were people who really had experienced the same experiences we're experiencing as distributors. They were not just investors into network marketing, but these were people who knew what they were doing. So for me, that was a tick for me. It was a plus. Number two, I looked at how they had been already successful in so many countries. Especially, I saw they were doing big business in the Philippines. I saw they were doing big business in Asia, and of course, they were also big business in West Africa. And by the time they came to East Africa, I knew this was a business I could be able to trust. The other one, the products. The products are amazing. Why? Because our products cut across. I've seen many companies probably doing network marketing, but you know, empowered consumerism is very special because our products cut across, because we are talking about healthy products. People all over Africa, people all over the world, they need healthy products. People all over the world, they want to lose weight. People all over the world, they want better health. They want, maybe they have pressure, they have diabetes, they have several, you know, challenges. So you find that it was so easy for our products to be widely accepted. And especially here in Africa, I realized that, of course, you know, people from different parts of the world, people from different parts of Africa, really are going to love the products. Then, of course, we have the skin, the home care products. Imagine, Is there a family that does not need our cleaning products? For example, feminine herbal complex, the feminine wash, the masculine wash, the different, home care products that we have. So the products were cutting across. Then when it comes to weight loss management, every part of the world, they need the products. So for me, the products were really, really very key, because I knew there was going to be continuity of business, and that made me trust this wonderful company. And of course, looking at what they had really been able to achieve, the daily payment system. We have the daily payment system was also very, very attractive for me particularly. And then of course, most importantly, the innovations. I love this company because for the last 5 years I've been in, every year, the board of directors, particularly Dr. Ed Kabatong, is always think of new ideas of how we can become better, how we can still remain the market leader. I love this company because we keep on growing and expanding, opening new markets. And it showed me that this is a company I can grow with. And this is a company we are going to be able to grow with. For example, in the 5 years I've been with this company, I've seen them open Ugandan market here in the East African region just alone. We've opened Uganda. We've been able to open Kenya. We've opened Tanzania. We've opened Rwanda. We've been able to open Cameroon has also been opened just in the last 5 years. We've also been able to open, I'm just talking about East Africa, looking at countries like Zambia, countries like South Africa, countries like DRC. So you notice that a growing company that we can be able to grow and be part of, and I really, really love this. So those are some of the reasons why I really trusted this company. Then of course we have the most loving board of directors. If you look at the kind of love and the generosity that Mami Connie Kabatong has, it's really out of this world. It's really out of this world. I've not seen a company that loves their distributors the way the leaders, the owners of Empowered Consumerism love us. I just like the work that Dr. Connie Kabatong, she's doing with the Alive Foundation, touching people's lives. For me, I don't want to be part of a company that's just looking at money. I want to be part of a company that is impacting people's lives. I want to be part of a company that's changing people's lives. And that's what AIM Global is doing all over the world, and particularly in Africa. Some of you have seen my pictures before I joined Empowered Consumerism 5 years ago. I was struggling, and at the end of my training, I'll be able to share with you some of the achievements I've been able to make with this wonderful company of Empowered Consumerism. Now, I just want to share with you a little bit about how you can be able to grow a business here in Africa. First of all, I want to really encourage you that Africa is, Rudy, pleasure meeting you, my brother Rudy. First of all, I want to really encourage that Africa is such a big market. Why? Because first of all, we have so many countries within Africa, and we have a very big need. Many people all over Africa, because of course most people are not earning a lot of money. They are really earning little. So many people are looking for alternative ways to earn an extra income. Many people don't have jobs. First of all, the job market, people don't have a lot of jobs here. But most importantly, even those who have jobs, they really want they want to supplement on their incomes. Are we together? Just like I told you, I was working and I was being paid $100. Now, $100 cannot do anything for anyone. So you find that people like myself have been looking for ways we can be able to make some extra income. Now, but the beauty about this wonderful opportunity of empowered consumerism is the fact that it allows even those who have their normal jobs to be able to work with us at a part-time basis. So you find that the beauty about our empowered consumerism business, someone does not have to leave their job. All they have to do is to find a way they can be able to supplement their income in their free time using our powerful business. And of course, we also have many online platforms. For example, I want to really share with you, my friends, that particularly in my country, Uganda, we have been under lockdown, total lockdown, now for 2 months. No movement of public transport, no private transport, nothing. We've been locked in our houses. But this business of empowered consumerism, my money and the money of the rest of the leaders did not stop, because we are doing business online just on the phone. All you need is airtime. I don't know if you call it airtime. All you need is airtime. Are we together? And then all you need is airtime, and and maybe a phone, and you're able to do your business. We have been doing business on Zoom. We've been using business on WhatsApp. We've been able to do using Facebook Live, using many other platforms. Now that during this time of the lockdown, we have been able to sign up so many people here in Africa, because quite many people who had owned day jobs or businesses, they were at home. For us, we were able to keep on working and earning. That is the power of our EC business. Money kept on coming in. Why? Because of the empowered consumerism business. A chance that you can be able to build your business online. Are we together? Now, that is really, 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 really very powerful for us. So then, so how do you build business online? Especially because many of us, as you open new countries, I have my business is now in over about 15 countries in Africa here. And I've been able to do all that using online, because I reach them out to them online, then I keep on supporting them. First of all, I want to say that here in Africa, we have first of all, we have the youngest population in the world is in Africa. So there are a lot of young people who are really have all the time to be online. We are looking for different online solutions. And then also, most importantly, according to Forbes, still the rate at which technology is developing in Africa, we are probably having the fastest growth of rate. We don't have the biggest market, but the rate of growth is growing very, very fast. So the technology, the adopting to technology or to the internet or to e-commerce, it's growing at a very terrific rate here in Africa. So many businesses are looking for ways to go online. Many people are looking for ways to earn money online. Many people are looking for ways in which they can be able to grow their business. So it's such a very big market. But how do you build it? Number one, with consistency. Because I want you to understand that just like offline, or just like any business really, it is really about trust. So you have to be consistent. You're not going to do a live meeting targeting a particular market just one day, and you think people are going to just join like that. No. Or people are going to buy just like that. You have to be consistent. You do it over and over and over and over again. You really must make sure that you're as consistent as you can. Are we together? So I want you to get rid of the one day success mentality, or maybe just you're going to talk to a few people and they're going to join you. You really must be consistent. So number one, be consistent, very, very consistent. And I was talking about Pearl, what she's doing with her team in Zambia. And one of the reasons why Pearl has been able to build a very big team in Zambia, it's because she's been very consistent with that market, very consistent all the time, taking time, making sure that she's, programs for Zambia all the time. So you find that when people get used to seeing you, because you see, this is the approach that, especially in Africa, this is the approach. You're going to come in and you talk to people, they're going to look at you. They don't trust you. So they just look at you, but they have seen you. They have seen you. Then what happens is, you talk again, they're like, okay, she's back. They still look at you. You come back again, they still look at you. By the time you do it the third time, they're like, okay, I think now they're beginning to pay more attention. They're beginning to pay more attention. So by the time they keep on seeing your face, the same message, the same products, the same everything, now they begin to trust you. So there's no business you can build unless you're consistent. results cannot come immediately. You must be consistent. Then the other point I want to really encourage you when it comes to building online is to get a target market. Target market. I want to say, of course, especially, I know that you are targeting many countries, but I'll talk about Africa still. There are many countries. There are many countries, just like any other place anyway in the world. So you cannot. I would not encourage us to try to build business everywhere, every country. That's where you're trying to build business. No. It becomes a little bit hard for you to keep up with that. So what you do, you throw it in out there. After throwing it in out there, when you then where you see leaders growing, you choose that one as your target market. So, for example, you can say, because Africa is divided into the South African region, where you find countries like Zambia, Zimbabwe, the Republic of South Africa, Lesotho, Namibia, and some of those other countries, and I can't mention all of them, so they're right there. Then there is also the East African market, where you find Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, and Burundi. That is East African market. Then there's the Central African market, where you find DRC Congo, and Gambia, and of course Cameroon. You find the countries like Brazzaville, many of the, and especially the Central African market, they are majorly French-speaking countries. East Africa, South African market, English-speaking countries, most of them. Then Central Africa, all of them are French-speaking countries. Then you go to West Africa, where you find Nigeria and Ghana, and of course Liberia. Those are West African countries. Now, those ones, some speak English, others speak French. Then, of course, we have the North African market, and mostly the people in the North African market, they are mostly Islamic. And so when you know they are Islamic, then the culture with which you approach them, they speak Arabic first of all, but they are mostly Islamic. So the approach is definitely also in that direction. And of course, I can see leaders from Jordan, I can see leaders from Saudi Arabia. Those are very good markets that you can be able to look at, because the level of trust is even much higher with fellow Islamic speaking or with fellow Muslims. So that's how East African market is divided. So I would really suggest that you target a market, a particular region. Then two, you also target the language barrier. You know that which language is spoken in the particular region, then it becomes very, very easy for you. So you choose a market, and when you choose that target market, you be consistent in that market, So choosing a target market is key. You must have a goal that where do I want my business to go? The other strategy I would also encourage you is to also, and I'm sure that Joseph, together with the top leaders, will always guide you. And of course, you can talk to the company, the vice presidents, and the presidents, the owners themselves. They can always guide you on where they are looking at the next target market. For example, one of the best markets you can be able to look at here in Africa is the South African market, that region, Zambia, Namibia, Malawi, Republic of South Africa, Lesotho, because from what I'm seeing, those are the markets that are soon going to be very open very soon. There is already a very good product delivery system. People can be able to get their money. The other market is the DRC market, Kinshasa, especially those of us who can speak French. Democratic Republic of Congo and its surrounding regions are all very good markets, because I'm so sure the company is launching there very soon. Then, of course, the other markets to look at is you look at some of the countries that are already open. For example, if Uganda is open, the neighboring countries, it's very good to target them, because it means pros can easily leave Uganda and they go to the next market. So you look at those countries whereby there is we've already launched maybe they are neighboring to countries where we have actual offices. Those ones are also very good markets to be able to look at. But most importantly, choose a market and then be consistent with it. The other one is the anchor, the law of the anchor. The anchor is like what holds the ship. That's the anchor. ACHOR. That's the anchor. Anchor. So the law of the anchor says that when you already have someone in a region, for example, the anchor is the person who is in the market, who is going to lead you to others in the market. For example, if you have, if you are maybe, let us say, for example, you are targeting Zambia. Let me use Zambia as an example. When you get a good leader in Zambia, that is your anchor. So what you're going to do, you're going to keep on supporting that anchor because they're going to reach other people. So when you already have that one person who has joined you in a particular market, once you already have that one person who has joined you in a particular market, it's very important you support them, you grow with them. That's your anchor. He's going to lead you to other people. He's going to involve them in your programs, have special programs for them, do everything that you can for them, because that's your anchor. That's the one who's going to lead you to other. Thank you for the spelling of the anchor. So that is the person who's going to lead you to others. So the one person that you have, there's an African proverb that says one bird in the hand is better than two birds in the bush. So it's better that person that you have, keep on working with them, keep on supporting them, let them have special programs for them, Zoom meetings for them, have I don't know, Facebook Live for them, introduce them to your upline, have programs with them. Are we together? That is very, very important. Then the other thing that I would also want to encourage you to do is to have a system for that particular market you have gotten into. And I've told you that I really have been seeing what Louis and Paul have been doing in Zambia, and Zambians who are in that team, you really have very good leaders. You really, really have very good leaders. Because one of the things that they have done is they have created a system. What is a system? A system is, let me call it a timetable. A system is a timetable that is followed and accepted generally. And it consists of everything that your people must be able to learn. This is what I mean. For example, when you are growing a particular market, if you are growing a particular business in a particular market, have a program that you follow. For example, maybe let us say on a particular day, you do the presentation. Then on a particular day, you do training, skill training. Then on a particular day, you do product training. Then on a particular day, you do recognition. But what I mean is that there must be a program that is followed, that is accepted generally. Are we together? That is what we call a system, something that is followed, something that the training should not be based on feelings. And one of the biggest mistakes we are making, especially really all of us, including distributors in the Philippines, distributors in Africa, when they are building online business, they are focusing so much on people joining them, which is okay. So let people join you, but you must have a program to help those who have joined to grow their networks. There must be a support program. And the support program is just a timetable, really. So when you just focus on codes, many of the trainings I've seen online, the mistake we make is that they are always based on presentation, which is good. Presentation brings in business and brings in new people. But training keeps the new people. That is very, very important. So when in your program, you don't have a strategy to retain the people who have joined the business, it becomes interesting. And that's why I want to really appreciate my brother Joseph. Because you see, this one is not a presentation. It's a training to help us. Are we together? So there must be a program. That is from new distributor orientation to product training to leaders training to whatever it is, that whereby if someone has joined the business, they can be able to write a proper timetable, and they know that this is what I'll be doing at this time. Because remember that the people we bring into the business already have other things they are doing. So at the end of the day, it's really very important for us to be able to make sure that to really make sure that they are you give them a program which is definite, which is concise, which is tangible, which is a real program which they can be able to follow. Are we together? Then they can put it in part of their program. That's how you're able to build a very, very big network. And one of the reasons why my network has grown in a very short time to many countries all over Africa, it's because I recruit people, of course, using online and other platforms, but I also have systems to keep on training the people who have joined for me to retain them. And it cuts across. I want to tell you that I was chatting with Joseph the other day, and we were really discussing that, today, because of COVID-19, now the new normal is online. So everything can be done online. Products can be trained online. NDO can be done online. Recognition can be done online. Everything can be done online. So have that special program for them. And my dear friends, especially from the Philippines, that is one area in which I would really encourage you to work on. That many people join, but when they join, you find that the support system is really not there. And I think that's where people like Paul or some of the people who have business in West Africa have been able to really grow big businesses, because they have had a recruiting program or a sponsoring program, but they have also had a retaining program. Without a retaining program, then you may not be able to grow a business in other parts of the world where you are not. Okay. Okay, the other bit about building the business online, of course, we've talked about many things. We've talked about consistency. We've talked about target market. We've talked about the anchor system. We've talked about the support system, which comes with a very good relationship, of course. We've talked about several platforms, understanding that you can be able to do the business in all, or you can be able to do every activity, that don't leave online just for getting codes. Online is also for everything. Are we together? We've also been able to talk about that. So just have some few notes. Okay, then of course you must work hard. There's hard work involved, and you really must really work very hard, because for you to be able to achieve the success that some of the top leaders have been able to achieve, you really must work very hard. Especially now that we are doing most of our business of empowered consumerism online. I like the way Sergio Jano Gonzalez, he was training here in East Africa, and he said that online does not mean holiday. Are we together? It doesn't mean holiday. So I don't want to encourage you, my dear friends, to, for example, maybe training and you're watching while you're sleeping in your bed. No. You really must be able to work on a proper work from home environment. Buy a table, get a computer, get every gadget that you need, and treat the business with seriousness, even if you're building it online. Are you together? Because I see what some of the leaders are, what some of the distributors they are doing is that they are just taking it like a casual business. No, there's nothing casual about this. Are we together? So you really must be able to work very hard. And I like there's a training which I was doing the other day, and it was saying that hustling is good. Hustle is good. It's good to hustle. Work hard is good. Hard work is the one that makes you buy your dream car. Hard work is what makes you live a good life with your family. Hard work is what takes your children to better schools. Hard work is what gives you the recognition that you have. Hard work is what makes you like Joseph Lim. Hard work is what gives you big teams. Hard work is good. So that is very, very, very key. You must be able to fall in love with hard work and be consistent and sacrifice. Okay, so really, as I come towards the end, I don't intend to keep my training very, very long today. Is that as I come towards the end of our training today, I want to tell you that, my friend, empowered consumerism space Easy really pays as long as you work hard, you are consistent, you are coachable. It pays. It is out of this world. I've not seen anything that has been able to pay just like empowered consumerism. My friends, before I joined empowered consumerism, I was hardworking. I was prayerful. I'm not more hardworking than I was before I joined empowered consumerism. I'm not more prayerful than I was before I joined empowered consumerism. No. Let me tell you, it's just that this is a great opportunity. One of the Nigerian pastors said that empowered consumerism is a gold mine. It's a gold mine. It's that place whereby we all can be able to fetch our dreams. It can pay. The company empowered consumerism has enough money to pay all of us what is enough for us to be able to pay our bills, to achieve our dreams. Are we together? So the company is ready to pay you. They are ready to pay us crazy money as long as you are ready and willing to work hard in it. So I want to really encourage you, my friends, to love hard work. Are we together? So I've done this now for 5 years. I began it desperately as only making $100. I was behind with my rent. I could not pay my rentals. I could not. I tell people that I had a telephone. I don't know if this is applicable in the Philippines. A phone which was being held by a rubber band. A rubber band is let me just show you a rubber band. Just a minute. So this thing here, this is what was holding my phone because it was broken in pieces. So this is how my phone was, you know. I could not even afford a phone. This is what's up. So it was crazy for me during that time. It was crazy for me. So I want to tell you, my friends, that empowered consumerism really, really pays. This is a gold mine. You know, you can choose to go to this gold mine with a small bag. You can choose to go to this gold mine with a pickup truck. You can choose to go to this gold mine with a big truck, a fuso. You can choose to go to this gold mine with a train. It's all up to you. It's all up to you. It's all up to you what you choose. And that's why the amount of hard work you put in, the amount of consistency you put in, the amount of sacrifice you put in is going to be relative to the dreams that you're going to be able to achieve. So in just 5 years, my life has changed completely. I've been able today, out of this wonderful opportunity, I've been able to grow such a very great big business. In my first year, my second year, 2016, I became the top distributor of Alliance Motion Global Uganda. And I still remained the top distributor 2017, 2018, 2019, 4 times in a row. I was also able to become top 5 worldwide in my 5th year in the business of Alliance Motion Global. And then of course, I was also able to become the first Ruby Global Ambassador here in Africa. And really, I want to tell you that I'm not the first distributor in Africa. By the time I joined the business, it was already 4 or 5 years here in Africa. Are we together? By the time I joined the business, I was already about 9 years old in the Philippines. So that really shows you that it's not who came first. No. It's not who came first. It's about how hardworking you are. It's about your dreams. It's about, you know, making sure that you know what you want. Are we together? So just be inspired by people whom you have funded the business. Be inspired by the mentors. But I want you to understand that you can achieve the same things they have been able to achieve, or even more. Because M Global or empowered consumerism is empowered consumerism is an equal opportunity for all. An equal opportunity for all. Like everyone can be able to start from anywhere and they become a somebody. That's what this company has done for me. So I began with borrowed money, but by the time I was making 1 year and a half, I was already hitting over $30,000 every month. Imagine $30,000. 2015, I'm totally broke. I'm almost jobless. And then 1 year and a half, I'm already making $30,000. This is out of this world. Out of this world. And then, of course, the money has kept on growing and growing and growing. I will not really go into the monetary so much. Today, after 4 years with this wonderful company, I got happily married. I'm now married, you know, and I don't think I would be married now because I was broke. I could not afford to live with anyone's daughter if I'm suffering, you know. We've also been able to buy a lot of properties. We are building our own apartment blocks, and I think some of you who follow my Facebook, you've been able to see some of these things that we are doing. We've been able to buy a lot of property in just about 5 years, and we've been able to make a lot of money. A lot of money. It's really, when I can't even imagine to think about how much money I'm making out of this business every month. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money that this company is being able to pay me as the top distributor here in Africa. And I will not really talk about the money. But I've been able to help my family. I've been able to travel, been able to have a chance to travel over the world. I don't have to think about wherever to go. I can afford any city in the world. I can live comfortably and live a very good life. And I say that not to brag for myself, but really inspire you that life can change. Just 5 years of hard work, 5 years of consistency, 5 years of doing what you need to do, just 5 years, your life can be able to change with empowered consumerism. My dear friends, empowered consumerism has also given me freedom. Freedom is what I love. Freedom. Today, I don't have to think about money anymore. I don't have to think about money anymore because the money that I make is really too much for me to spend. It's really always too much money out of this particular opportunity. So, and I don't have to, people ask me how many people do you have in your team? I don't know because they keep on growing. They keep on growing every day. Are we together? The business is in autopilot. I don't know how many products are sold every day. I just check the system, and you know, I'm able to see who has bought whatever from what country. The business is now growing exponentially to different parts of Africa. Why? Because I put in the hard work. So your business don't going to grow automatically. You're going to put in the hard work. But I promise you that time is going to reach. And you reach a point, and whether you work or not, money keeps on doing what? Flowing. Your business keeps on growing. Products still keep on being sold. And that's exactly what empowered consumerism promises. That you really keep on working very hard, and time reaches, and you enjoy the freedom. Today, I could spend at home or the whole month at home, and my money is doing what? Keeps on coming in. Are we together? Because I put in the hard work. Of course, I keep on helping and inspiring more people. But what I love about this wonderful opportunity of empowered consumerism, it gives you that freedom of time, freedom to work with people that you want to work with, freedom to do whatever you want to do. That is exactly what empowered consumerism is able to do. As I come to the end, thank you again, my brother Joseph Lim, for inviting me. To be part of this platform. Thank you for being a very great inspiration, and not only for people in the Philippines, but for the people in the whole of the empowered consumerism all over the world, and for inspiring the network marketing industry. Thank you for reaching that level of significance. Thank you for having a great heart, Mr. Joseph Lim, and thank you, the top leaders. Thank you, my friend Thaza, for really making sure that our training goes on very well. I appreciate you. Thank you, our leaders from different parts of the world who are part of this particular training. I hope you have been able to learn a lot. Thank you very much, and cheers.